The Beaver Builder team is excited to share with you the latest updates to our Page Builder plugin. I've put together this video to share with you some of the best new features found in Beaver Builder 2.10. For a complete list of updates, I'll link up to an article in our knowledge base in the description below this video. First up, let's talk about components, otherwise known as dynamic global templates. I think global elements are great and save time, but sometimes you need different variations on different pages. Now, with components, you can add page-specific customization while keeping the overall structure consistent. This gives you a high level of control over your design workflow. Let's save this hero section as a component. In the settings pop-up, click Save As and give it a unique name. Click on the Type drop-down and choose Component. Here you can add your saved component to a category, upload a screenshot, or add notes. Then click Save. The saved component will open in a new tab. Click any element to open its settings panel. Then click the plug icon to enable individual fields for editing on a per-page basis. Once enabled, the plug icon will turn blue. And as always, click Done and Publish to submit your changes. Now, when you click to edit the settings of the component on an individual page, only the enabled fields will be displayed in the settings pop-up. When you hover over the gear icon, you'll also see the options to edit the component or unlink the component. Another exciting addition is Beaver Builder Cloud, powered by Assistant Pro, which is now built right into Beaver Builder with no extra plugin needed. To get started, simply click on the cloud icon in the Beaver Builder editor's top bar. You'll see two main options here. Click the Libraries tab. Then, if you're not logged in, click Connect to access your own saved libraries directly from within the Beaver Builder editor. Click the Showcase tab to browse both free and paid WordPress templates that are ready to import directly into your site. You can use the search and filter options to quickly find what you're looking for. With a paid team account, you can easily share templates with team members or clients, making sure everyone's working from the same approved designs. Here's another feature that might seem simple, but is actually a massive time saver. You can now copy and paste directly in the outline panel. Just right-click any element in the outline panel, copy its settings, then paste them to any compatible element. If you haven't used the outline panel yet, I highly recommend you give it a try. I think it's one of those features that once you start using, you'll wonder how you managed without it. Many of you have been asking for more ready-to-use box module designs. We have added over 60 box module templates. Click the plus icon to open the content panel, then click the Templates tab. From the drop-down, select Pre-built modules. You'll find instant starting points for some common design patterns you need, such as heroes and callouts, bento grids, author profiles and testimonials, plus content layouts and subscribe sections. The new star rating module makes it simple to showcase reviews, testimonials, and feedback. You'll find it in the media section of the modules panel. Choose anywhere from 1 to 10 total stars. Then set your rating using decimals like 4.5 for half-star ratings. Want to get creative? Your rating doesn't have to be traditional stars. You can select any icon from the library or upload your own custom icon. Next, let's talk about some key improvements to existing modules. The box module now includes a grid icon in the settings pop-up that displays grid guidelines as an overlay. Toggle this on and off while editing box modules for a more visual approach to building grids. There's also a new global setting for the box module. Go to Tools, Global Settings. Under the General tab, find Row Spacing. Adjust your spacing and set Apply to Box to Yes. When enabled, your global row spacing applies to all top-level box modules. This is automatically enabled for new sites, but stays disabled when upgrading from 2.9 to keep your existing layouts intact. Next, the button module now works better on mobile with new responsive controls. You can adjust border colors, custom widths, text colors, and background colors specifically for smaller screens. The menu module gets a handy upgrade with a new width option for flyout menus. This gives you much better control over how your navigation looks and functions. If you're using Kit, formerly known as ConvertKit, I think you'll like the update to the subscribe module. It now supports Kit's custom fields. This allows for more advanced audience targeting and segmentation for your email campaigns. Thanks to feedback from you guys, our community, and expert guidance from Amber Hines at Equalize Digital, we've been working hard to make Beaver Builder more accessible than ever. I'll link up to the full accessibility article in the description below so you can learn more about all of these improvements. We're also creating more accessibility videos for you. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss our upcoming accessibility webinars. Beaver Builder 2.10 also brings a few changes to the user interface. When you open the content panel, you'll notice that the pre-built rows and pre-built modules now display as categories instead of drop-downs. We hope this makes it easier to find what you need. Click over to the Save tab and you'll see another improvement: the ability to collapse sections for saved rows, columns, and modules. Plus, there's now a Save As option available directly from the gear icon on any Elements overlay. And this is where you'll see that new type selector we mentioned earlier, letting you choose between template, global, or component. Finally, we've made some helpful updates to the WordPress admin area. The list table found in the Beaver Builder tab now clearly labels items as global or component, so you always know what type of element you're working with. We've also refined user access settings. Go to Beaver Builder Settings under User Access. You can now allow editing of per-page component settings without granting access to edit the component itself. Plus, there's a new access setting that also gives you control over enabling or disabling cloud access based on user roles. And that's it. I hope you love these updates as much as I do. Let us know in the comments below what's your favorite new feature in Beaver Builder